tell you what, this robe is so comfortable. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, y'all see what's going on here. Oh, I don't like the placement of the logo. I really don't. It's like, we'll work on that next time, but you see what's going on here. Whew. See what's going on. It's been a while. It's been a while since I made a video like this. Man, I would be like, so much has been going on. But I don't think that's the case. But I am glad that I pulled my crypto profits on this last little upswing. I'm really, really glad. You gotta know when to get in and when to get out. When to get in and when to get out. Very crucial moments of any venture, man. Any venture. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's an investment, like, stocks and shit, or a business. When to get in, when to get out. But I'm glad I did, because there's so much volatility right now in the crypto markets, and it's just like, it's great. I mean, it's good in certain ways, and it's just like, I don't want to say bad in others, but you got to be aware. You got to be aware of what's going on at all times. Man, update with me. Life is good. Life is good. I can't complain. I mean, a good standard of health. Super thankful for. I'm back in the gym consistently. I wasn't too sure. You see, I positioned the trophies here because I wasn't too sure if I was gonna keep going with the whole bodybuilding endeavor. I'm still natural as far as, my my supplement intake. I'm still natural, and I'm enjoying the process. a little bit, but it really does get to you every now and then, man, when you get to see this is what I'm talking about. A lot's changed. Chat, a lot's changed. But I think all good things in a way. Sometimes you just gotta let certain things like play out to really determine how beneficial, that move you made will be for you. I think at the end of the day, we all have like the best intentions when it comes to like, making, the right decision for ourselves. But sometimes you just gotta let things take their course to really experience, the true impact or effectiveness of that decision you made will be. But back in the gym consistently, I really wanted to work on getting a lot more content. Anybody that thinks that they want to be a quote unquote YouTuber or influencer or anything of the nature, and you think it's not a full-time job, you're playing yourself. Like, you are totally playing yourself. If you wonder why your subscriptions aren't going up, your engagement is lacking, so forth and so on, you're playing at a low level. That's just really what it comes down to. There's girls, there's people that pump out content on the daily, engaging content at that. I know, because I consume it, and that's the other thing. Work on transitioning more from a consumer to a producer. You want to be more of a producer than you are of a consumer. And I think that really just, that draws a line, a stark line between the haves and have-nots. those that produce and those that consume. Primarily here on the American front, most of us are consumers. You know, we undoubtedly have way more consumers in this world than we have producers. And I don't know if y'all been paying any attention. I don't know how life is for you around the world, because I don't live my life through like a television set. I don't live my life through like, I guess, government stats or projections and things like that. Because quite frankly, here's the thing. Based on like a stat line or a statistic, it's never gonna really paint the full picture about how things are in the world, about the current status of the economy. Reading a stat line, spewing off a stat line, which can easily be curated and manipulated in any which direction you want it to go, it's never gonna paint the full picture. Not for the guy that doesn't know better. You know, I used to actually think, you know, back when I was working security and, you know, always watching CNBC, MSNBC, sometimes Fox News, Fox Business. I used to think that watching these people sit there and have conversations about what's going on. What do they call? They're called pundits, right? Hold on, I got my computer in front of me. Pundits. What is a pundit? Let's see. So a pundit is a quote unquote an expert in a particular subject or field who is frequently called to give opinions about it to the public, right? These are basically the people that you see on, and again, right here, even in real time, you know, you have a few organizations that pop up. One says Fox News. Hell, the other one's like says United States Senate. I don't know what RT is. Russian Television Network, ESPN, Real Clear Politicals. So, you know, you really think that, you know, turn on these programs, these broadcasted programs are going to offer you some form of enlightenment about what's going on in the world. I'm not saying it doesn't do anything, but quite frankly, you know, it's a little annoying to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people base their content off of what the mainstream media is still producing. So no matter what, if you really are, you know, making a conscious effort to stay away from mainstream media news, it's gonna come to you somehow, some way. Someone's gonna revamp it. Someone's gonna recover it on their own channel. And then again, the echo chamber continues. Things spread like, or news information spreads like wildfire. Pundit. I was gonna say pun intended. Pun intended though. Pun intended. I mean, there's probably some correlation there. Just thought about that. But it doesn't, man. It doesn't. Like, I'm becoming more of a fan of certain social networks, like, you know, what we know as Twitter or X now. I'm more of a fan of what do they call? I'm more of a fan of almost like blog type posts, you know, when you know, from real people that they can comment their perspective on it, because you have to look at it, man. Like, if you're on TV, if you got a camera in front of you, if you're being paid, at the end of the day, there's an agenda. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Everyone should essentially have an agenda for themselves. I thought my calendar was back there still. I was gonna say, everyone should still have an agenda. So, just be mindful of that, you know, because a lot of times, you know, people will call themselves informed because they consume all this information about what's, you know, what they're being told about what's going on in the main world. And I didn't set too many clear goals on what I was hoping to achieve this year, but I definitely want to spend more time reading more books, It's something I thoroughly enjoy doing. You know, I really appreciate or cherish the ability of effective communication. Um, like, it's such an underrated skill set to have, and just like anything else, like muscles, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So, you know, last thing that I want to begin to atrophy is my brain or my mind. You know what I mean? That's a lot of times that will happen slowly. It's like a slow progression. It'll creep up on you. One thing I'm super excited about is that for me personally is that, you know, I'm someone that grew up, I think since about probably the age of like 14 or 15, I smoked weed. I smoked weed, you know, quite often, very frequently. I always used the measuring stick of like what a pothead was based on like how much other people like smoked weed around me. And so since I knew plenty of people that just smoked a shit ton of weed, I never considered myself a quote unquote weed head or a pot head. Like I never did. I never did. But in certain areas or parts of my life, when you're waking up doing it, you're doing it throughout the day, smoking that is, and then doing it before you go to sleep. Yes, I don't care if it's big quantities, small quantities, whatever it is, that makes you a pothead. And maybe that was just my maybe that was like that. Maybe I just used that as a coping mechanism, like how much other people smoked to use that to make myself, I guess, feel better about not smoking so much. But for me personally, when it comes down to it, I'm just more clear-minded overall throughout my day, more interactive, more engaging. Like even when I'm at work, my conversations are better with people, and honestly, man, I just implore, like, if anyone that comes across this video and watching this, man, guys, really, like, set down the weed, man. I'm not like an advocate against it. Like, I'm not an advocate against it. Definitely a time and place for everything. But another thing too, though, man, real talk, that like on a bigger level, I don't know if y'all go to the local dispensaries to wherever you're from or wherever you're at, but even the recreational stuff. I'm here in Arizona. Even the recreational stuff, man. Like I'm telling you, it's who knows. I've never worked in a farm. I've never cultivated it before, but who really knows what's going into this cultivation process? I'm telling you, if you just even have a little bit of this stuff, man, I'm telling you, it'll have you high off your ass. You know, and I'm not advocating or condoning that for anyone. I think it just deserves a second look. Like just be mindful of that, man. Why is it now legal? You know, quote unquote. Why is something that's a natural substance essentially legal? You know that now. You know. Anyway, that's not even where this video was going. But sometimes you gotta love a good rant, and you know, this was my main purpose when I pressed record, is to get on here, engage with you guys, and just check the temperature, see how everyone's doing. I'm super excited about not even just what this year has to bring, but when you become clear on maybe like a path. I don't really like using the whole like the purpose banner. I like that. Let's see if I'm gonna edit in the purpose banner. I'm gonna edit that one in there. That'll be funny. I don't even like really using that one, man, because it's one of those things that get people a little too caught up, man. And you always think this like purpose is like one grandiose thing that you're supposed to do or achieve in life, man. Well, I say honestly, take your purpose moment by moment, dude. What is your goal at the time, right? Do you need to wash your clothes? All right, right now the purpose is that I go wash these clothes, and then wait till they're done. Don't just set them in the corner, wait for them to just sit there, clean clothes sitting in the corner. Finish the task, fold them up, hang them up, put them away, then on to the next purpose. So anyway, I more so like to use the the term, path. When you become clear on like what path you're pursuing, what path you're gonna take, and you become ignited and inspired and excited about it, that doesn't mean it's just gonna be easy, because inspiration is fleeting. But at some point, you become more intentional on the actions you take. And I think that definitely happens when someone decides, what path they're gonna choose to tread. So yeah, definitely found that, and you guys will see that through the content that I'm posting now when it comes to the men's grooming, barbering, haircutting, lifestyle, performance. It's all incorporated into one. A lot of my content will be centered around a lot of the work I do with clients and the haircuts that I perform. It's something it's a craft that I'm leaning into 1000%, and something that I find extreme value in, and I know others do too as well. So just be on the lookout for that. I definitely will be like reviewing other videos. You gotta love reaction videos. I love a good reaction video. Who doesn't love a good reaction video? And there's so much shit to react to, so why not, right? But after that, man, I hope everybody, so it's March 3rd, man. It's March 3rd, and I don't know about you guys, man, but the days seem to fly by like nobody's business. And I just advise anyone, man, just to not become too complacent, yo. Like, we live in these big cities here in the West, in the States. We live in these big cities. Everybody is accustomed to a certain type of culture and lifestyle, and sometimes that stuff can really sweep you away, especially when it's not really too conducive to your actual growth. And that's really it, man. You're gonna rise to the level of your experiences. That's just, I don't even know if I heard that somewhere or not, but that sounds good. You're gonna rise to the level of your experiences. I probably heard that somewhere, who knows? But meaning to say that the more experiences you have in life, as far as just doing different things, having different skills, it's going to open you up to more opportunities. I think the more experiences you have, the more you're able to activate or engage your creative mind. I think everybody has the ability of being creative. It's just we didn't, like, the systems we grew up in didn't really promote that. And I would say most of probably your family members or whatever, they don't promote that. They don't encourage that really either. A lot of the times, if you just start really sticking to the cookie cutter mold of, say, getting good grades, not getting into trouble, things like that. Those are the main two. Like getting good grades, not getting in trouble, not hurting anyone. Like, you would be considered at some point, a model citizen. Obviously up to a certain point, you'd be considered like a good person. They'd probably call you a good person. You got a good head on your shoulders and things like that. But just doing those simple things, just sticking to that mold, it's never gonna lead to any type of real fulfillment. And I think that's really where most people are in the world, looking for real fulfillment. Realizing our money, our dollars. Shout out to what's his name? They're saying Richmond, Oliver Anthony, I think. Oh, that's that guy. Man, shout out to Oliver Anthony, man. Richmond, north of Richmond. Bro, shout out. If you never heard that song, man, I've been selling my soul 17 hours. No, me and dog will fly. No, I'm mixing songs. I apologize. But check it out, man. I'm not even gonna play it. I'm gonna play it after right after I get done with this, because it's a good song, man. And anyway, people realizing the dollars ain't shit, money ain't shit. It's a resource. It's a tool we use to engage with one another in commerce and activities. But man, as you can kind of see, man, we're really going back to a real baseline way of doing things, like hands moving, boots on the ground, like really getting it done. And I like, man, again, if you were someone that probably just only worked in like basically service industries, maybe worked in the office or had office jobs, nothing that was never too particular in regards to like a career or skill set. Many of those jobs are being off shelved or offloaded to other computers to do. You know what I'm saying? So really think about getting your hands dirty and getting the skill. You know what I mean? Communication is definitely a really good skill that you want to develop. Maybe try thinking about learning a new language, and then working with your hands. Spending more time. Like what I need to do, what I plan on doing is putting my grill back together. I haven't grilled anything in like probably over a year, which is sad. Man, dang. I mean, it's kind of sad, whatever. But I told myself, I think the other day, it was like, I said, if I don't put this back together, I said 7 days, I'll throw it away. Because it's just been sitting in the same place. It's not been doing anything. It's been serving absolutely no purpose. So why should I have it around just taking up space? It makes no sense. So yeah, man, this video is 20 minutes plus long, and I'm actually pretty confident in that, and I like that. Sometimes it's just good to, put something out there and shoot the shit, man. So hop down in the comment section, say what up. If you have any questions, if you just want to have a conversation or whatever it might be, I mean, about anything, man. Like this is a community that I'm building and that I want to grow. And there's so much that we can learn from each other, man. So much we can learn from each other. But I'm gonna get out of here. I think I probably have to go grocery shopping. I have to put up these curtains, and like I said, I want to put my grill back together. So, man, just take the purpose, handle your purpose, one task at a time, one step at a time.